security guard who shot and killed a Renton teenager told investigators that he thought he was stopping a robbery. New court documents reveal a different story tonight. K5's Sebastian Robertson joining us live now with what we're learning about this shooting. Sebastian.
Hi, Joyce. That deadly confrontation happened outside this Big Five in Renton. What we see in court documents is two different sides to the same story.
These are the moments after a 17-year-old boy was shot and killed outside a Renton Big Five. The suspected shooter, a 51-year-old man, remains in custody and will likely face a murder charge.
I mean, it's justice because that's disappointing, you know. He was just a kid too, right? He was only 17.
Court documents say the alleged shooter, an off-duty and armed security guard, told investigators he saw a pistol and believed the teens were going to commit an armed robbery. Says that when he pulled out his weapon, one of the teens reached for his waistband.
The 51-year-old produced a weapon and he shot and killed one of the 17-year-olds.
We just started hearing like shouting, and then after the shouting, you just heard gunfire. It was crazy.
Investigators in those same documents say surveillance footage obtained by investigators contradicts the statements made by the alleged shooter during the interview. They say it shows the teens tossing the airsoft pistols to the ground and telling the suspect numerous times that the pistol was not real. Teens telling investigators they were going to the sporting goods store to return the pistol.
And Joyce, the suspect, that 51-year-old off-duty armed security guard, is in the King County Jail tonight. He's held on $2 million bail.
This is such a tragic story, Sebastian. There was a pretty large police response almost immediately, wasn't there?
Yeah, the King County Sheriff's Department says that just by complete chance, deputies were actually doing some sort of training exercise. Some deputies were in the very parking lot and were on scene moments later and were able to take these.
See, you know what's bad about that is that there are two sides to this story. Okay, and only one real truth: that man needs to be in prison. So let me just preface it with that: the man needs to be in prison. What he did was act on some emotion that he had for a long time. But let me just say this, all right? Not too long ago, maybe a week ago, I saw where about 10, 12 black young men dressed, had their face and everything all dressed up, had the hoodies on and everything, ran into a jewelry store and just started breaking the glass and taking the jewels.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, bro. It's a sight to see. And this is not the first time that has happened. The employees are being told now to step back and don't try to fight, don't try to do anything. And they just walk in a store and they just run it. And basically they run up in there because he ain't gonna let 10 of them walk in there like that. They just run up in there and do that. Now, let's just say, for instance, those people, just like Freddy's Donuts, those people had somebody hidden behind a wall with some shotguns waiting for situations like that and blew those little young men away. You see, I'm not giving this man an out. That man deserved it. The young men, from what they say, they put the pistols down. I mean, how dare he from there? He gonna say he reached for it. See, that's the lie. And I'm gonna tell you something, and this is what I said the first part. This is the thing that hateful white people are trying to use to be able to pull a gun out on you and shoot you. Just because they've seen some go into places and rob it. And they do. I hate to say it. I mean, we got an inordinate amount of our young black people running up in stores and gangs and just looting and robbing and stealing. It is like one of the worst epidemics you ever want to see. And it is really putting a bad name out there for us. Am I justifying what that man did? Don't let anybody tell you I am. That man deserved to be in prison. What I'm telling y'all is the reaction from society and the reaction that some think that they can use because of this stuff going on. But society now is starting to react. I'm talking about a decent man could end up shooting and killing somebody and just, out of a form of self-defense because some young men run up in his store and want to rob. He's just looting. You just let him go. No, you shoot him. And so when they get shot, it's like, what do you say? What do you say? See, so like I said, once again, I'm not trying to plead this man's case. This man, I hope he goes to hell and fry. And I'm glad they gave him a $2 million bond. That's $200,000 with a bail bondsman. All right. So I don't want life to be easy for him at all. But black people, man, this is another time we need to take a look at what we're doing here. Those young men were a victim of some ignorant stuff that's going on out here in this society. You know, and there are some people, like I say, once again, who think they want to use this as a way to shoot and kill young men. These young men can't even go to the store and bring back a air gun because of what some other young black men did down the road there. You know, we don't understand. Sometimes we lay out our own consequences, and whether it be for innocent or guilty,